Pain is inevitable. In fact, it's one of life's most universal truths. No matter who we are, where we come from, or what we do, we all face moments of discomfort, grief, sadness, or even intense suffering. Yet, in the modern world, we are often told to fight pain, to resist it, or to bury it deep within ourselves. The pressure to be happy, to constantly smile, and to ignore emotional distress is immense, but in doing so, we only prolong our suffering. What if, instead of resisting pain, we learn to accept it, learn to live with it in harmony? What if we could transform our relationship with pain and suffering, not as something to fear, but as something to understand? In Zen Buddhism, there's a profound teaching that offers us a new way of confronting life's challenges, and it's called acceptance. In the Zen view, pain is not an enemy to be fought, but an integral part of our existence. Today, we'll explore how Zen teaches us to accept pain without resistance, and how this can change the way we experience emotional or psychological distress. Welcome to the Unfolding Journey channel, where we explore the deeper facets of personal growth, mindfulness, and the beauty of life's challenges. We invite you to join us on this journey of self-discovery as we explore the Zen of Acceptance and its powerful implications for our mental and emotional well-being. At the heart of Zen is a deep commitment to experiencing life directly, without distortion. Zen is a form of Buddhism that emphasizes meditation, mindfulness, and the cultivation of a mind that is present in every moment. The fundamental teachings of Zen invite us to step away from overthinking, to quiet the noise of the mind, and to experience reality as it truly is, unfiltered. One of the central tenets of Zen is the idea of non-resistance. In Zen, there is no distinction between good and bad, pain and pleasure. Everything is seen as part of the natural flow of life, and we are asked to embrace it all: the joys, the sorrows, the triumphs, and the challenges. It is through this acceptance that we can begin to experience true peace, not by running from what we fear, but by sitting with it and understanding it fully. Acceptance in Zen is not about passively surrendering or resigning to suffering. Rather, it is about seeing pain and suffering as an essential part of life, something that, when acknowledged and embraced, can teach us profound lessons. It is about letting go of the need to control or avoid pain, and instead, allowing it to be what it is. In Zen, we are taught to be with our pain. This doesn't mean we enjoy it or wish for it, but rather, we let it exist without judgment or resistance. Through meditation and mindfulness practices, we cultivate the ability to observe our pain without being consumed by it. This may sound counterintuitive, but when we stop fighting against pain, we take away its power over us. Zen offers a very practical method for confronting pain: mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in each moment, without distraction or judgment. When we experience emotional or psychological distress, we often try to escape or deny it. Our minds race with thoughts of, "Why is this happening?" Or, "I can't stand this." But Zen teaches us that the key to overcoming pain is not to escape from it, but to sit with it, observe it, and allow it to unfold naturally. Take, for example, a simple Zen practice called Zazen, or seated meditation. In this practice, one sits quietly, focusing on the breath. Thoughts and sensations come and go, but the practitioner is simply asked to observe them, without attachment or resistance. When painful emotions arise, instead of pushing them away, the meditator welcomes them with open awareness. Over time, this practice trains the mind to hold space for pain without being overwhelmed by it. By cultivating this non-reactive awareness, we begin to realize that pain, like everything else, is impermanent. Emotions come and go, but when we resist them, we often hold on to them for longer, adding layers of suffering. Zen teaches us that when we stop resisting pain, it loses its power to control us. We learn to let it flow through us without clinging to it or running from it. Mindfulness and meditation are at the core of Zen practice, and they offer us a direct way to confront emotional and psychological distress. When we meditate, we create a space between ourselves and our reactions. Instead of automatically labeling our emotions as good or bad, we begin to see them as they are: temporary, fluctuating experiences that do not define us. Through mindfulness, we become more attuned to the sensations in our bodies, the thoughts in our minds, and the emotions in our hearts. When we feel pain, we notice it without rushing to judgment. This moment-to-moment awareness allows us to break free from the habitual patterns of resistance and avoidance that often prolong our suffering. In Zen, the idea is not to eliminate pain, but to transform our relationship with it. Pain becomes a teacher, not an enemy. It shows us our attachments, our fears, and our desires. By accepting it as part of our human experience, we create the space to process it, learn from it, and eventually let it go. Now that we understand the philosophy behind Zen acceptance, let's explore some practical ways we can apply it to our daily lives. Mindful breathing. In moments of emotional distress, focus on your breath. Take slow, deep breaths and allow yourself to fully feel what is happening in the present moment. Don't try to escape or suppress the emotion. Just breathe and be with it. Observe without judgment. Instead of labeling your emotions as negative, simply observe them. Notice how they feel in your body. Are they tight, heavy, light, fluttering? By simply acknowledging your feelings without judgment, you create the space to process them naturally. Practice loving kindness. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means recognizing that, as humans, we all experience pain. By cultivating compassion for yourself, you soften the intensity of your suffering and create a foundation for healing. Meditate regularly. Establish a daily meditation practice to strengthen your awareness and ability to sit with discomfort. The more you meditate, the more easily you'll be able to confront pain without resistance. When we begin to practice Zen acceptance, we start to shift our entire relationship with pain. Instead of seeing pain as something to be avoided, we start to see it as a natural part of the human experience, a message, a lesson, a chance for personal growth. By accepting pain, we can free ourselves from the cycle of resistance and suffering. This shift in perspective can lead to profound changes in how we experience emotional and psychological distress. We no longer feel overwhelmed by our emotions. Instead of becoming trapped in cycles of anxiety or sadness, we are able to let them pass through us. We learn that pain, when fully accepted, is not something that defines us or limits us, but something that ultimately helps us grow. Zen teaches us that pain and suffering are not things to fear or avoid. They are an inherent part of life, and when we embrace them with acceptance, we open the door to healing and inner peace. Through mindfulness, meditation, and a deep understanding of the impermanence of pain, we can transform our relationship with suffering and cultivate a more peaceful, balanced life. Thank you for joining me on this unfolding journey. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more content that explores the path to inner peace and emotional resilience. If you'd like to dive deeper into topics related to Zen, mindfulness, and emotional well-being, hit the subscribe button and join the community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How has acceptance of pain played a role in your life? Until next time, take a deep breath, and remember, pain is part of the journey. How you respond to it is what defines you. If you'd like to dive deeper into topics related to Zen, mindfulness, and emotional well-being, hit the subscribe button and join the community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How has acceptance of pain played a role in your life? Until next time, take a deep breath, and remember, pain is part of the journey. How you respond to it is what defines you.